It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! Oh dear God, what is that thing? No, stay! Oh dear Lord, that is hideous. Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of Minecraft. Today I'm starting kind of a thing. It's like a mod showcase, but for Attack of the B Team. That's right. I thought, with all the amazing mods for the Attack of the B Team, I would try to review some of them. So, this is the Minion Mod that's part of Necromancy, and what it does is it lets you summon, well, this freak of nature. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Okay, no, you can stay right there. Alright, so this is one of the mods you can find in the Feed the Beast mod pack. And I'm just going to kind of get started. Essentially, there are 4 big crafting recipes and then some kind of smaller ones that aren't really crafting recipes. The first, this you can't really make it with a regular crafting recipe. You have to actually make it in, like, build it like you would build a snow. You can't actually build it like that. You have to build it in a snowman. So, like in the world. So, that's right. I still have all the parts for it. Forgot, I'm playing on frickin' creative mode here, so those parts don't go away. Anyway, so to make the altar, you actually need a couple things. The first thing you need is to place wood planks, like so, and 2 cobblestone, like so. And then, after that, you need an item called the Necronomicon, which is kind of the first thing you need. Now, in order to make the Necronomicon, you need 4 pieces of leather, a book, an insect, a feather, a nether wart, and a jar of blood. Now, you might be asking, how do you get a jar of blood? Well, with this, a bone needle. You take a bone meal, you get a bone needle. And what a bone needle does is if you are holding in your inventory with a glass bottle and you attack a mod, then what will happen is you will use the bone needle. It does like a half a heart of damage, and you'll actually fill up one of the bottles with jar of blood. But it's 1 bone needle per jar of blood, which is kind of handy. So yeah. Alright, now that you have your jar of blood, you can make the Necronomicon. And the Necronomicon only serves this one purpose of making the altar. Ta-da! You right-click it on the piece of wood, and it brings up the summoning altar. Now, oh, that looks disgusting. Now, in order to use a summoning altar, there are 3 components. The body parts, jars of blood, and this thing called soul in a jar. Now, I already told you how to make the jar of blood, so now I'm going to teach you how to make the soul in a soul in a jar. To make the soul in a jar, you need a blood scythe. And what a blood scythe is made of is obsidian, a full durability iron hoe, a stick, and a jar of blood. And I already have one in my hotbar. And what this thing does is when you kill a mod with it, it fills up a glass bottle. I have the morph mod on. If you have a glass bottle in your inventory, it fills up a soul in a jar, and it lets you do that. So I'm actually going to take one of these, and voila. So simply put the jar of blood here, and the soul in a jar there. Now you need the body parts. But how do you make the body parts? Well, with this, a sewing machine. How do you make it? Well, with 7 iron, a string, and a bone needle, and you get a sewing machine. Pretty cool, kind of small. Time, set, day. Oh, jeez. And what you do is you right-click the sewing machine, and it pulls up this GUI. And in order to use it, you need essentially 3 things. The first thing is you need a bone needle. You use up one every time you actually use it, and then a string also used up every time you use it, and then whatever item you need, or items you need, and it'll sew it together. The most basic one, and another reason why you like cows, we're going to use cows, is because you need skin. Now, 1 leather inside, so with a needle, string, and 1 leather, you get 8 pieces of skin. Now, 8 pieces of skin will actually make 1 of each body part you need. Now, if you look at this, I kind of have one set up. You need a head, 2 arms, a torso, and legs in order to make one of these freaks of nature. But how do you make it? Well, with these are the basic builds that you need. And if you notice, there's a couple organs here as well. You will get these organs by randomly killing mods. Like if you kill a pig or that cow or something, it will randomly drop these. Now there's 4 kinds. There's a brain, there's a lung, there's a heart, and there's a muscle. Now you can actually eat those, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's nasty and disgusting and all kinds of dirty. Ew, ew, ew. But yeah, in order to make a head, you need 8 skin like so, a brain, 2 spider eyes, and then a designated item. I have a leaf block here. The designated item will determine what kind of head it is, and there's a whole list of them over there. And what you do is you replace this leaf with any of those, and then you put it in the sewing machine in this configuration, and it'll give you the head of whatever you want. Like my example, I used a villager. Alright, to make a chest or a torso, you need 8 skin, 4 bones, placed like this, a lung on the left, a heart on the right, and 2 of whatever items, and you get a torso of something. Then you have arms. You need essentially 2 arms, and you construct it like with 4 skin, bone on opposite ends, a muscle, and the item. And the last thing you need is legs. Now, in order to get this, you need 8 skin, 4 bones, 2 muscles, and 2 of the item. Now, it should be noted that almost every kind of overworld mod can make an item. However, not all mods can have limbs. For example, a squid, those are squid legs, but squids do not have arms, similar to that of a spider. They have legs, torsos, and head. In fact, every mod has like head, torso, and legs, but not all of them have arms. I'll go through them. So you have cave spider, which is with string. They do not have arms. A chicken, which is raw chicken, they do have arms. They're considered wings. Cow is with a beef. Those have arms. Creeper, those do not. Do they have arms? Ooh, I might have to check that. Endermans with an ender pearl. A mushrooms with a mushroom. A piggy, that's what the forums call it, is with a raw beef. A pig zombies with a cooked pork chop. Sheeps with wool. Skeleton is with more bones. Spiders with regular spiders with spider eye. A squid's with an ink sac. A villager's with a book. A witch is with a poisonous mushroom. And a zombie is with a raw flesh. So I'm actually going to just randomly pull something together. So let's find a creeper head. I'm going to get rid of some of these items. I want a spider body. Let's make a cave spider body. I want an enderman arm. A witch arm. Let's see. A witch arm. And what do I want for legs? Let's have pig legs. Just because we can. And I will show you. So once you have all that sewn together, you just stick it like this. Head, torso, arm, and legs. And oh my god, this is going to look hideous. But all you do is shift and click right click it. And there you go. You have your, oh my god, that's horrible. Oh geez. Okay, you stop right there. Specifically speaking, if you make something with like actual correct proportions, then it'll look better. Here, let me find something that actually, so let's try zombie. Let's do a villager. Let's do a couple chicken arms. 2 chicken arms. And let's do creeper legs. Here, just to show you something with more like exact proportions. So this is something that'll actually look more realistic, and it'll actually stand upright. And if I shift click, there you go. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, the zombie legs was kind of a bad idea, but you get the idea. You know, this thing has some things that stand up straight and lean forward. And if you actually right click these, they will follow and sit, and they can actually attack. Now, on the forums, it actually shows you how much health they get, because they have a lot of health. But what it should be noted is that the more hostile a mod is, the more health it'll get. Like, this is all peaceful, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13. It doesn't have as much health as this thing over here. This is almost all hostile mods, and it's made and has more health. This thing has a little more hostile mods, so it has more hearts than this. So the more hostile mods you get, the better. Certain mods also move faster, And certain mods also like have range and stuff. But yeah, actually, I'm going over to this village because there's one other place you can find these things. So in Attack of the B Team, you'll often find cemeteries like this, and you'll find chests in this building, and these chests will actually have various limbs that you can use. Jeez Louise. Now, it's completely random what kind of limbs you're actually going to get. Like, sometimes you'll have a complete set, and sometimes you won't. But if you look in this kind of area, you will actually be able to find some limbs. Free of charge. It looks like I got some pretty cruddy ones, but that's beside... Turn off the music. I hate the music. But yeah, that's essentially it. You can't rename these things, unfortunately, but that's essentially all the Necromancy mod has to offer. Overall, yeah. Oh, geez. This is all the various items. The only thing I don't know what to do is Brain on a Stick, which apparently Brain on a Stick actually is an item that if it has a spider body, you can ride it and control it. That's kind of a work in progress. I have no idea what Isaac's Head, a Scent Burner, or Isaac's Soul Heart does, nor do I know what a Bone Scythe is. Those were not entirely mentioned. I'm sure they have some functionality, but they don't really have much in terms of the minions. I think those are just more regular necromancy-based things, but I was doing specifically the minion aspect of the Necromancy mod. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for in terms of the minion aspect of Necromancy mod. I hope you guys enjoyed this Attack of the B Team based mod showcase. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. I love Attack of the B Team, and I want to make sure I spread my knowledge everywhere all over your face. But yeah, that's kind of pretty much all I have to say. God, why do I have to make everything frickin' fugly? Alright, come on, Pee Wee Herman. Alright, I'm going to name you Pee Wee Herman. I'm going to name you Frederick. I'm going to name you Fartsicle. Sounds like a good deal. Yeah, you can name them whatever you want. You can't even, like, do name tags. Like, if you have a name tag on one of these, I'm quite certain it doesn't work. See, yeah, it doesn't work, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and make up your own freaks of nature. It's actually quite simple, really. So yeah, peace. Dear God, what have I created? It's not even attached to the thing. Is your crotch floating? Is it? Oh God, udders. No, that's utterly disgusting.